Welcome back to the Hive. Today, for our fourth and final craft, you're going to be making bird feeders. In Bible Today, we talked about worry. We talked about how we don't need to worry because God is faithful and He provides for you just like He provides for the birds of the air. The supplies for today's craft are a bowl, one per person, a marker for your name, a bag with yarn and Fruit Loops, one per person, a bag of bird seeds with a tag, do not open these, markers, and a hole punch. The first thing you're going to do is to pick up the bowl and write your name on the bottom of the bowl. While you have the marker out, you're going to place four holes, four X's, four holes, evenly spaced around the bowl. Next, you're going to color your bowl. Make it something that you think that birds will like. You can color the outside or the inside or both. This is just an example, but we want you to be as creative as you think. After you color, you're going to get out your yarn or your string and your hole punch. You're going to start by hole punching the four X's around your bowl. It can be a little tricky to get the hole punch all the way in far enough, but please take the time to do it the right way. Your bowl will look like this after it has the four holes punched. Using the string, you're going to go from the outside to the inside. So pick one hole, go from out to in, and then take the other end of the string and go to the buddy hole next to it and go from out to in. Once you have them, you should be able to pull all the way through to the top, and you'll see how it's going to come together on the outside. Do the same thing on the opposite side of the bowl. Using your second string, you're repeating this step. Go from out to in, and then grab the other end of the string, go from out to in, and pull it through, making a buddy. So now you should have four strings, pull it all the way up so that they're next to one another. You want to check your lengths to make sure that they're not way off. If they're way off, it'll be hard for them to be aligned in the end. You'll take Fruit Loops and string them on. This part can be a little bit tricky. If you find a Fruit Loop that doesn't have big enough of a hole, just put it aside like we showed here. String your Fruit Loops onto each string, and this might take a little while. We're not going to show you all of those being done for ours, but we hope that you'll take the time to string the Fruit Loops onto yours. If you think about the birds of the air finding these strings and seeing the brightly colored Fruit Loops, it should attract them to your bird feeder. After you've got Fruit Loops all the way up, double check to make sure that your rope or your yarn is right next to each other, the same length. Then you're going to tie just two of the strings together, the two that are buddies, like this. You might need an adult to help you, and that's okay. You'll string Fruit Loops onto the other side, check your top, and tie that top part again. Now you should have two knots. You're going to take those two knots and tie them together to make one large knot at the very top. This will make it so that you can hang your bird feeder on the branch of a tree. Take the bird seed with the note on it and put it inside of your bowl, but do not open the bag. We don't want it to spill as you're transporting it home. This is what your finished craft will look like today.